Hey everyone, this is Corey with Stafford's EDC, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mini Katana Z1. This is a button lock with titanium scales, as well as some carbon fiber inlays. In this case, you have some red carbon fiber, which is all they are calling it on their website. They also have black available. Titanium frame button lock, M390 on this guy. Just show off the knife a little bit. It's been a little while since I've done tabletop, so I hope you enjoy the change up from the car videos. Milled pocket clip, titanium as well. Slots there. You can see the carry is nice and deep. Just this little bit sticking up out of the pocket. Really nice detent for a button lock on this guy, and nice blade shape as well. The design up at the top is interesting. It steps down and gets thinner on the back here, which I'm sure you can kind of see there. Yeah, you can see that shelf. I did just get a new phone. I have the iPhone 16 Pro now, so hopefully the video quality is a little better. Not that I uploaded anything ridiculous, but hopefully it auto-focuses and things better. You can see the M390 marking on the blade there. I should have cleaned this blade off. I apologize for that. And here you can see the Mini Katana logo. And again, this is the Z1. The M390 Z1 is what it's being called on the website. Button lock that runs on bearings. Really nice. Easy to deploy, good detent, and the sound it makes is excellent. I'll bring it up closer. Really great acoustics. The ergonomics are pretty solid. It's maybe on the slightly small side. I would like a little bit more handle on this guy just for my hands personally, and I wear large size gloves. You can see that pinky gets about a half a finger on there. And you can kind of bear down on this, and it's pretty comfortable. You do feel the clip a little bit, but it's not too bad. And this does have pretty thick blade stock, as you can see. I'm going to double check the website here, see if it lists it. Yes, 0.16, so quite thick at its thickest point, which is, of course, right here, as well as at the base, and the tip as well. Very thick at the tip. This does have a flat grind, and it does get fairly thin. You can kind of see how that goes down, but the tip is nice and thick, so you're not going to have any issues with prying or, stabbing if you need to. Yeah, this is actually a pretty good view. You can see how thick it is up at the tip versus the thinness down where that flat grind is taller. But overall, it's quite a thick blade. Didn't stop this from cutting pretty well though. With a good edge and with a flat grind, you're not going to run into too many problems unless something is genuinely ground like an axe, if it has a really obtuse grind to it. This just has thick blade stock, but the grind itself is not that thick, so it's not too bad. Now, if you really want to, you can slow roll this knife out. There's enough blade exposed there to get your thumb on and deploy. You just kind of have to finagle your hand a little bit. And I've been able to reverse flick this as well, but not all the time. Clearly. Yeah, I'm not able to get it right now. I think I can do it this way. Nope. Oh well, you'll just have to believe me. You can catch just enough of that flat, but obviously it's not reliable. But the slow roll with the thumb works pretty well, and of course the flipper works just fine. Now, as I mentioned, ergonomically I wish it was a little bit bigger. It's quite comfortable if you do choke up, but you're going to be on the blade with your pointer finger, so that is something to keep in mind. I'll give you a little bit more specs on this guy. It is 7.68 inches overall, with a 3.15 inch blade, and the handle is 4.53 inches, and you're looking at 0.55 inches thick. So quite thick, quite chunky. Overall, it's a pretty good knife. It's got some nice little design things that look good. I like this like kind of scalloping that's going on right here. And it's just some nice little details like the small milled spots there. The clip has the milling as well. The step down on the blade is interesting, to say the least. Now, this has one big problem for me, and it definitely would be an issue for other people as well. And it's because of how thick this is and how much blade, or how thick the blade is and how wide this is. You can very easily catch the tip of this knife with your finger. It does not sit very low under the scales. You can see that tip is just flush. And with like a pinky or something, depending on how it's sitting in your pocket, you might be able to catch that. If I had longer fingernails, let's say I could probably deploy the knife. And I can with my thumb. My left fingernail as well, or yeah, the left hand, the middle finger, you can get in there and deploy that. So you could catch that tip on something if something were to get into the tip of your pocket, especially because that tip sits higher than the end of the knife here. So that's going to be just above the seam of your pants, of your pocket, and there's a risk of that catching. They could narrow things up or just sink this blade in a little bit more in the closed position, and it would be just fine. But that is just one thing that I noticed, and just about the only complaint that I had about this guy. Otherwise, performance was pretty good, despite being fairly thick, and ergonomics were pretty good as well. I don't have a whole lot else to say. These are $230 on the Mini Katana website. I'm unsure if there's anywhere else you can buy them, but that is just there for your information, and that's where I'm going to leave this one off. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.